Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back on Inter Worldwide. What a day. What a fucking day, brother. Oh man, it's days like today. I'm a little bit sad that I'm so busy. Yeah. On days like today, I'm a little sad I'm so busy. Why is that, Priv? Why is that, Anthony? Because today was a glorious day to just embrace in the football. Today was a glorious day to just embrace in the Serie A and its results if you are from our sector of things. Our sector. Our game. Internazionale. And today, we come out on top of our match, but also the match day. We have got 13 people with us right now for the Serie A Matchday 29 review. My favorite time of the week. I have a fair few highlights to watch as well. Even better for me. Even better for me. Matt Pickham, I see you. What are you even doing? Like, I want to know what Matt Pickham's doing right now. What do you even do with your time? I bet you're so busy, cuz. My guy. Paulino is here as well. Thank you to the Marvel Lawson and to MKZ channel members coming in everywhere. First thing we need to do is I need to go back on the match short. Did anyone get 2-0? Did anyone get 2-0? I'm willing to guess they didn't. I'm willing to guess they didn't. We need to see the video, which was the Scudetto showdown video against, it was a live, wasn't it, against Atalanta? Because if anybody was able to guess Inter 2-0, you have a care package coming your way. 2-3 win for Tim, 3-4 for Mattia, 1-0 for Marble Lawson. Kina! Kina gets the prize, lad. Let's go. Kina, who has been commenting for days, for weeks, for months, showing hella support. Let's do it. Marvel, I was very close to actually maybe giving you a sympathy prize, but I can't do that. I can't do that. And do you want to know why? I will show you why. Because Kina, out of absolutely nowhere, has picked 2-0 for Inter. There you go. Look at that. A channel member picked the score correctly, and Inter wins the game. No further questions, Your Honor. Cheers. I've never been happier. Kina, what have you won? Because you've been commenting so much recently as well, what's the best way to get into contact with you? And what's the best way for us to have a little bit of a chat? Because I can let you know what I'm sending you there privately as well. But what you have won, and I've collected a few of them out of here. Now, I've only got 3 of these altogether. I've got mountains of cards now. I've only got 3 of these. But that is a beauty. The best of the best. Samuel Eto'o. Still in its casing. That one's yours, Kina. Let's also sift through and see what you guys get. See what Kina gets. Start being generous. Kina, you also get a packeted Lautaro 22 for Argentina. You also get a lovely trio combo of Fede Di Marco, Nico Barella, and Lautaro Martinez. Kina, you also get... What do you also get, mate? You also get Marcus Thuram and Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Shout out Adam Tanini, for the lovely, lovely cards. You don't want Man United stuff. Nobody does. I'm happy to keep them. And definitely ain't no Spurs fans, I know. You also get Pastoni. That's the one I was looking for. Some cards coming your way, Kina. If you do know how, you can send me a personal message on the Inter Worldwide Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and I can get into contact there so that I can ship it to you. Otherwise, alternately, ask for the details of the Inter Worldwide WhatsApp chat, and I can include you in there. Congratulations to Kina. How can you go into the draw for the next one? Very simple. Our next game, which is after international break, all you need to be is a channel member and guess the scoreline if Inter win, and you will get yourself some cards. And also, there'll be a couple of other goodies in that bag as well. Some stickers, some Scudetto winning stickers, and some place cards as well. So just a few little goodies as well. All right, guys. Keep an eye out on the channel for some other promotions as well. Cool. Is it back now? What was the last thing you guys heard? All right, just let me know if you guys can hear me now. It should be all good. It should be back. It's saying that it's back on my end. It was an internet issue. Sorry about that. Should be all good now, though. Okay, sweet. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, guys, I'm not too sure how far back it went. All right, cool. If you are, click the link in the description as well for kit bag for this awesome pre-match third top. I can't wait for mine to arrive. I copped it straight away on this discount. It's even cheaper than when I did the stream last time around. So make sure you click the link in the description for this here under the kit bag link. Also, if you like your Viper kits, they've got the Intermatch kit ready to go on the Viper for the discount as well. A little bit pricey. So if you are interested in something a little bit more affordable, like I usually am, I'm always looking for those best deals and authentic merchandise at this price. Fantastic, fantastic. So get into kit bag. The link is in the description only on here, the YouTube channel. This is going to be a very good show. This is going to be a fantastic show. I am looking forward to this show. Yes, it was very good for Inter, but there was just a lot to talk about in general. I want to stop at every single game and give it the respect that it deserves because I love Serie A. We love Serie A. The reason we are here is to talk about Serie A and to try and not be as biased as possible. So let's jump right into it. Oh, I don't even want to talk about the Tigers, mate. I don't want to talk about the Tigers and how they should just stop the Premiership today and just give us the league already because that's what's happening. Nah, but big deal for us to win like that. I reckon we can win a good 12 games this season, man. I got 12 games on the calendar that I think we can win this season, Matt. And if we do, I think you and I will be absolutely laughing. Were you at Campbelltown last week, by the way? If you ever do go to Campbelltown, definitely give me a shout. Definitely give me a shout for sure. All right, let's move out of NRL and into Serie A. Vlasic, bro, like you guys who follow this show and me know that I give the compliment to Torino here and there. I give a good compliment. I chef a good compliment to Torino. Why? They're the other team in Turin. It's as simple as that. They're the other team in Turin. And they got their win against Empoli. And I just keep thinking they've just got some players that keep impressing me. And Vlasic is one of them. Adams is another one. I love seeing Caramore play, even if he's not the best player. I don't care. He used to be one of our players, and he plays well. Valentino Lazzaro recaptured his form there. I also think Coco, he's just an exciting player to watch. Milinkovic-Savic is a good goalkeeper as well. The guy is, the team is good. And I'm really curious as to how they would have gone if Ivan Juric stayed. If Ivan Juric stayed with a little bit more time and those squad additions, what would this team look like? How different would it look? But, oh, man, what a great game it was because I actually watched a good maybe hour of it altogether. Torino were hoping to build on a good spell of form because they were in a good spell of form. They beat Milan. They beat Monza. I think they drew to Parma, but they were missing some players as well. You know, Zapata's been out for a long time. Sanabria was out as well. But you know who's been an absolute beast since being signed for them? Elmas. Elmas has been a game changer for fluidity for these guys. And they were doing all kinds of madness in terms of their plays in midfield as well. I liked seeing them play. I like seeing them play. They got a little bit of leadership in there with Biragi as well. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. So altogether, I think, really, really good games for the players that I did see play. Lazzaro came on. Who else? Salcoco played good minutes in that game as well. I think he was really, really good. This is one of the games that I paid more attention to on the match day. So, as you guys know, there's always a couple of games I give more attention to. And Elmas played like 80 minutes. Came off in like the 80th minute. Ricky played another 90 minutes, whatever it was. Vlasic played 90 minutes. They were just good. I don't know when Sanabria gets back. I don't know when Sanabria gets back, but I am a Sanabria fan, and I hope that he comes back soon. And I hope he keeps. That's a great question, Bruno. Like it looks like it could be raining in this photo, or it could be the hair off the sweat of Vlasic because he's just oozing sauce off that goal. But I don't know, Bruno, and that's something that you might need to check out for us, man. Was the pitch watered in Torino? Because apparently it wasn't watered in the only city in the country that's on water. I'm going to get cranky if I don't hide his comment in a second. I brought this conversation to the table either 1 or 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week. Where does Orsolini rank amongst Bologna legends? Because I wasn't alive for a couple of them. And I don't think players like Roberto Baggio were there long enough to be considered more impactful and influential to the success, sustainability, growth, dominance in certain aspects contextual to their expectations. Bologna are fourth again. Again. How embarrassing for Thiago Motta to look at the standings as coaches of Juventus and see Bologna. No Xerxes. No Calafiori. This is bizarre. Riccardo Orsolini is a Bologna goat. Bah! He is there. Riccardo Orsolini and Vincenzo Italiano are making their fans dream and believe that while they might not be Atalanta 2.0, they are here to stay for the short term. Can they really sustain it for 3 or 4 years straight and gain a little bit of Fiorentina-like status? Probably not. It takes a long time to get there. Atalanta took the short route. Fiorentina have had the long game for a long time. But Bologna at fourth, back to motherfucking back, would be unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it would need to be spoken about by outlets everywhere. Bologna, Champions League back-to-back qualification would be legendary status for the city and for their people. For the city and for their people. I saw these goals. I saw these highlights. Well done, Bologna. 5-0 against Lazio. Actually, you know what? I'll watch them one more time. I'll watch them one more time because I just really want to see them one more time. I only did see them briefly today. But, I mean, Bologna winning at home isn't a surprise. Bologna winning by a few goals isn't a surprise. Bologna isn't a surprise. But 5, you can see the European fatigue, obviously. But 5 Zipperoonies? Come on, boys. Easy. Easy. Zodgaard. 15th minute. Zodgaard. Zodgaard. What a ball from Castro to Orsolini, but what a shot and what a save. That's a world-class save from Provedel. That is a world-class save from Provedel. Orsolini, chips. Nah. What an ice-cold mother. What an ice. Bro, Riccardo Orsolini is the best Bologna player of all time. Riccardo Orsolini is the best Bologna player. Endoy, 3. Lazio are being absolutely shanked, man. Absolutely stabbed. Stabbed up. Zaccagni trying to do it all himself, the poor bugger. Almost does. Almost does, bro. Poor Zaccagni. What a G. Loose ball at the back. Castro. Toro light. Diet Toro. Thursday Toro. Man, this is a good game. Look at this football. Look at him. Oh, that's one of the goals of the season. Bro, mate, what a win for Bologna. I cannot wait to have a look at this table at the end. We've even got comments here today for Bologna. Let's see how we go for the rest of the games. Bologna fourth this season is more expected than last. 100%, Zia, 100%. Make sure you guys are checking out the Zia Talks channel and the Bayern View as well. Who we playing in the Champions League again? Usa, gonna be big. All of Bologna's forwards got a goal this morning. True all-round as well said. Inter need to get Castro. Facts. Absolute facts. We need to go in for Castro, man. We need to go in for him big time. I think that he would be a great sign. If we could get him and Nico Paz, mate, we're one centre back and one Hakan replacement away from being set for a few years. I don't think it's that far away. I don't think it's that unattainable as well. Next game, please. Oh, bruv, it continues. It continues. The Serie A resurgence for Roma under Claudio Ranieri continues. I think they're 12 wins, 3 draws in their last 15 games. Don't hold me to that. I think I saw my mate Adam drop it in the chat today. If that's what it is, that's incredible, mate. That's incredible. That's like 39 competition points out of a potential, what, 45? 45. 39 out of 45 points. They've got the best form in Europe. Do they have the best form in Europe or something? They're 5 on the bounce in Serie A win-wise. They're 49 competition points altogether. I'm just going off what I remember off the top of my head. We'll go to the Classifica at the end of the video like we usually do. But they were behind, if I remember correctly, they were behind Como. They were behind Bologna when Bologna were down on the ladder, down and out. They're still below Bologna, but when Bologna were very low, they were below, I think, Parma at one point, Genoa, Udinese, Torino, Milan, Fiorentina. They are above all of those teams. Roma are above all of those teams. For which games here, Habibi? Which game are you talking about? Mossab says, how are you doing? I'm doing well, bro. Inter cheer me up when I don't expect it. No complaints, bro. I hope whatever you're going through is not too serious. And yeah, hopefully all the strength that you need to persevere over it, man. Sorry to hear if you are going through anything negative. This game, however, Roma doing the biz. 1-0 over Cagliari. No complaints. For the Roma fans, 3 points are 3 points. I have not managed to catch the highlights of this game, so I'm going to watch the 2.5 poor compilation that BN Sports has correlated. Also, a big shout out to any of the Australians and the Asians who tune into BN Sports. I know the Inter game was cutting out like mad today. The subscription is not worth it. Just go and sign up to Amazon Prime the way I did and click the link through there. It never seems to cut out. Never seems to cut out through this Prime platform. Corner for Roma, half hour in. Is that Paredes? Oof. Mancini belted it, almost went in. Zule. I love seeing him do well. Header wide, bro. Who's that? Oh, dog pick. Of course. My mate does not rate him. Cagliari hit the break though, late in the first half. See, like, this is what I mean about Serie A's highlights. They're wasting like 8 seconds, 9 seconds of the ref blowing his whistle and the players walking off the pitch. This is what I mean. I've said it in previous streams before. Serie A TV rights are in the pits, and they have been for a while. But whatever the connection is to rights and highlights, people aren't getting what they want. Like, something's gone wrong here. It's being run like an absolute preschool. I don't need to watch the whistle and kickoff. You know what I mean? These aren't highlights. These are burnt seconds. Zogdea. Ooh, what a save by the Roma keeper. What a save by the Roma keeper, cuz. What a save. Paredes with the corner. Dobbik. 1-0. 1-0 to Roma. Points for Roma. Paulino says, low-key blessing for Roma. Can now concentrate on the run-in. Yo, it makes it more exciting for all of us, man. We'll go to the table at the end. Like, if you think they're that far away from knocking Lazio and Juve, do not underestimate that whatsoever. Overall, Roma have gone from relegation contenders to being UCL being attainable. Absolutely bizarre. Serie A is the only one that had good highlights. Now it's the same as the others. Bundesliga is even worse. It's usually only 58 seconds. That's awful. But yeah, even the packages that they're paying for here, they're getting bootleg highlights, man. They're getting dead balls. They're getting wasted time leading up to free kicks. They're getting players walking off at halftime. They're getting the whistle playing at the start of the second half. It's bullshit. Like any one of us can smell bullshit from a mile away. Roma get 3 more points on their quest for European football. You know who is shit? Parma. But Parma did not lose. Parma did not lose, but I didn't get to see the highlights. So I'm excited to watch the highlights for this game because Monza, like you got to admit, Monza are pretty much relegated at this point. Parma didn't lose away from home, but at the end of the day, they should have probably won because it's Monza. They're already relegated. Highlights up now. Bianco, good save. Suzuki. Benabe. Oh, damn. Keita, what a hit. Not the Keita. No, different Keita. Not the Keita from Monza. Benabe again. Good run from Man. Poor finish. Maleri. Unlucky. Unlucky. For those Inter fans watching, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Christian Kibu is the manager of Parma, by the way. I don't know if anybody noticed that before. Pellegrino. Good save. Good save from Turati. Iso! Of course it's Iso. He's just always around, isn't he? He's like the only guy with a bit of grit left in this Monza team that could probably walk into a starting lineup in a mid-table side and do a decent job. Like Iso could play for Torino, he could play for Fiorentina, he could play for Udinese, he could play for all these teams, mate. Don't knock the grinta. Is that Max Allegri in the crowd next to Galliani? Bro, Italy is just somewhere else. Italy, bruv. Oh my days. Oh my fucking days. Check this shit out. I'm going to screenshot it and mirror it straight here. That is funny, man. That is funny. Bro, that is hilarious. There is Galliani shaking hands with none other than the legendary Max Allegri himself. Oh, my days. Allegri. 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 '84th minute. Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie. Oh, brilliant. Oh, Bonnie, that is fantastic. Christian Kivu would absolutely adore a goal like that. D'Ambrosio looks like he's got the shits, but I don't care. That's an absolutely fantastic goal. Good point for Parma, knowing too well they're going to survive relegation. But, but Allegri to manage Monza in Serie B, confirmed? Why not? Oh, wouldn't that be the funniest thing in the world? Guys, there are 19 people here right now. Make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you are new as we start to get to a few other fixtures on this match day. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go with Genoa and Lecce. The Grifoni get the points. I haven't seen these goals either. Lecce continue to just disappoint. on a grand scale this season. Now, I did have them to get relegated. So if they do get relegated, I won't be upset. I had Venezia, Verona, Lecce. I'm going to get the Verona one wrong, aren't I? That's disappointing. Disappointing that Verona are having the sort of season where you can't even look at them and go they are relegation worthy, because they're not, because they've won 9 goddamn games already, 9 or 10 games. But Lecce are shit. Lecce are very bad, and they deserve to go down. They deserve to go down. How are you, Bashir? How are you, Bashir? Let's go, brother. Let's go, brother. Well said. Come on, mate. 13 games, 13 finals to play, to win. Forza Inter. Genoa 2, Lecce 1. Fabio Miretti, balling out, schooling out. Another player let go by Juve. Another poor decision from the Juve board and management, along with Fagioli, along with Huijsen. Miretti, wow. Wow, Miretti, wow. Along with Sule. I'd start all of them for Juve now and they'd do a better job. Miretti again. Look at that. Oh, he almost grabs a second. He would have brought the house down if he scored that. Miretti again. Bro! Bro, the guy is like doubling his value this season. Everyone leaves Juve and like doubles their value straight away. It's crazy. I'm all here for it. That's a handball. That's a handball. That's 2 handballs. That's a handball. Bro, that's a handball. I'm guessing Christoph will take it. Krastovic, sorry. Yep, there he is. Krastovic. Oh, well, unlucky for Lecce. They don't deserve to win anyway. Another good 3 points for Genoa, who all round are actually having a pretty good season, to be honest. You can't really sit here and say otherwise. They're having a half decent season. To come back into Serie A and do what they've done, yeah, you got to respect it. And you got to respect this guy for balling out. Preach. For balling out. Doing well. You know, he needed to do well when he left there. They all need to do well. And Fagioli also played very, very well today. This was a very, very, very good result for Verona. This one surprised me a little bit, but not too much, because we're in the last 10 games of the season. Udinese players have got nothing to play for. You got to feel for teams like Torino and Udinese. You want to know why? Because their season always ends on like match day 30. They never play a game after match day 30. They always know. Maybe it's good. Maybe they like playing there. Maybe that's a selling point. Maybe owners like Cairo, and I forget the Udinese owner's name, maybe they get them in the locker room and go, you know where you're going to finish this season, mate? You're going to finish 10th. Do you know what it means when you finish 10th? It means you get to go on vacation with your missus for a few extra weeks. It means you get to take an extra day of training off during the week. All these incentives come into play. Don't think they don't talk about shit like that. You get a very short amount of full-time work. The rest is just part-time casual effort. And I mean that. No European fixture. I mean, you just better hope that you make a deep run into a Coppa, which they never can do. Crazy. Easy shift. Easy shift. Udinese Torino shift. Oh, what a hit from Atto. Unlucky. Suslov. Decent ball. Duda. Fucking hit. Unlucky. Free kick. Duda again. Oh! Oh, that's a cracker. That's a perler. How did I miss that? Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. What a hit from Duda. Andre Duda. Beast. Last chance for Udinese. Should have done better. Nothing to play for. Halfway shift, like I just said. Complete halfway shift for Udinese and Torino again this season. It was Pulisic last week. It's Renders this week. It's Milan 2, Como 1 in a match that saw Como leading the same way that Lecce did against Milan recently as well. And Lecce missed out on all the points the same way Como did as well. Early chance in the game for Milan, from what I remember, it was Tammy Abraham. Actually did really well to round the keeper, but his finish, no, it wasn't Abraham, was it? I forget who it was, to be honest. It might have been Musa or Leao. I forget. Probably Musa. And they weren't that good, Milan. Luca De Cunha is the guy who scored for Como, by the way. He buried it into the bottom corner, and it was a decent hit. It was a decent hit as well. I think he almost got a second. But what I really wanted to talk about was the disallowed goal, because it doesn't even look offside from the VAR images that I saw. But I guess you have to just sit there and say the VAR just has to be right, unless you're one of those Marotta League conspiracy theorists. Oh, I didn't have the Marotta League thing up today. Spewing. One sec. Yeah. What's a Marotta League? And then as soon as that goal gets disallowed, you just know Milan's going to come back there. And they literally did, like 90 seconds later, 80 seconds later. What a finish from Pulisic on his left foot into the right-hand corner as well. Just Reinders played the ball in absolutely brilliantly. I remember Reinders, like his whole body language was shifting in one direction, plays the ball laterally across his left-hand side, and it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. He almost scores again after that with an absolute peachy. The ball's rolling to him, and he hits it off the inside of the foot. While it's got pace, hooks the pace around. Christian Eriksen did something very similar to for Manchester United against Leicester this morning, and it hit the post as well. The way he takes his actual goal to the near post, I recommend everybody goes and watches it if they haven't already. I know you're probably thinking, why am I even speaking highly of this poor air conditioner technology? Renders is really good, and I hope they lose him, because he's the only piece of glue holding this Milan side together. This guy is the only thing holding it together. Forget Leao, he couldn't hold shit. Forget Pulisic, he's not that sort of leader guy. Thiago could not hold anything either. They are useless in terms of growing this club. They are useless going forward. They've had plenty of opportunities over the seasons to do it, and they haven't. Fabregas was furious at the end of that game, by the way. I just remembered that. But overall, this guy is the one keeping it together. Absolute baller, like Mossab says. Let's get down to 3 very big fixtures to clock off this match day. Big up the 16 people still with me right now. Like the video, subscribe if you are new. Consider becoming a channel member, and you will be able to go into the guessing draw to win some inter-trading cards and some others as well. I'll go through a few. There's plenty here. Plenty here. Wow. Who saw this coming? Who honestly saw this coming? Venezia 0, Napoli 0 in a game where, if you are competing for the Scudetto, you should expect to win this game. I wasn't overexcited at the draw when I saw it. When I saw the result, I woke up at like 4 a.m. because nature was calling. Saw the result, and I just saw it and I went, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to sleep really well for the next 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because 60%, 70% of my anxiety of the Atalanta game has just gone out the window. So I slept better in between 4:30 in the morning and 6:15 in the morning than I did from 9:45 p.m. until 4:30 a.m. That's right. I mean that with everything. It ends 0-0 in a game where McTominay went close, Lukaku went close, Politano went close. They all went close. And guess who was there to save the day? Good old beef Radu. Good old Radu stew. Good old minestrone with those square pieces of beef rolling around inside next to the carrots. Radu, you know. Radu makes up for 10% of the fuckery that he dished out to Inter those years back. But we'll take it, because that 10% could pay its worth in gold at the end of the season. 21 karat gold, if you get what I mean. Great performance from Radu. Not a great performance from Antonio Conte's Napoli. Antonio Conte then asked why they did not water the pitch. Why did they not water the pitch? On a city of water, on a city that floats, why did they not water the pitch? Perhaps they thought the tide would be more high, Signor Conte. Perhaps they thought that the condensation and the precipitation aspect of the cycle would naturally take care of itself. But I'm here to say, Signor Conte, there will be no time for your excuses, because like I said previously, it is just as big of a choke job if you and old man Gasparini don't get to this league title. Look at the fixture congestion and look at the list from here. Your excuses can suck it once, twice, thrice. Cuatro, cinque, seis. Suck it. Don't start talking shit now that you are second, mate. You have had all year to do your work, all year to run away from us, all year to make sure that your team could go through 7 days of high quality training and play every 8th day. Come on, get out of here. I'm not having it, Fantonio. Thanks for the memories, though. I still love you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. A million times wow. Well, 3 times wow. 3-0. Robin Gosens. Bro, it's an Inter match day, cuz. It's an Inter match day. Thiago Motta is going to get sacked. A guy who won the treble for Inter. Robin Gosens started the situation by scoring it. But the situation was already done before this fixture, wasn't it? Thiago Motta is heading towards a very, very premature exit from his time as manager at Juventus. They've lost 3-0 to Fiorentina. They have shipped a horrible amount of goals recently. They have been humiliated in the Champions League out to PSV. They have been humiliated by Empoli's Chi team. And now they're humiliated by Atalanta in Turin, and have gone to Florence and have got their asses handed to them there as well. They played horrible. Their responses to the goals were just awful. They didn't look like they wanted to come back. Players like Cambiaso came on wanting to come off. I didn't see him motivated at all when I was watching his sub. Yes, in my spare time today, I chose to watch this game instead of the Inter game more thoroughly. Go figure. What a game, though. I'm going to watch the highlights again. I'm going to watch the highlights one more time. Yeah, I'm petty. Whatever. It's Inter worldwide. It's Inter worldwide, mate. Oh, my God, what a game. Well, I can't Bianco Neri zone very soon. Our next episode is coming up soon. It's been a little bit late, but shout out to him and his channel. Go check out the Bianco Neri zone if you can. Oh man, Gossens, what a hit. Robin Gossens. Robin Gossens. Robin Gossens hits it beautifully to make it 1-0. Fiorentina were just on a high all game here. So wait, who exactly gave it away for the second goal? Kane wins the header easily. Goodmanson, Fagioli, Mandragora. Fagioli going to celebrate hard as well. He's cheering. He doesn't want to go back there. Mandragora is having a pretty good season as well, to be honest. This Fiorentina side, man, they got plenty of power, plenty of pace. It's a good team. And Thiago Motta, it's time to talk about him being on the chopping block, because he's probably going to go this international break now. I can't see them keeping this Interista at the helm very long. Yeah, the kid is very nice. I can't see them keeping this Inter player as manager of Juventus for much often. Look at that goal from Goodmanson. Look at that goal from Goodmanson. That's just beautiful. Oh my days, what a result. The pressure on Thiago Motta. I did not expect it to be this much at this point of the season. You know, losing that Super Cup semi-final, like you literally went to Saudi Arabia to go home. Literally went to Saudi Arabia to go home, mate. Straight at De Gea for Thuram's effort. Thuram pretty much the only player that looks like anything for Thiago Motta this season. Koopmeiners has been a dud. Douglas Luiz has been a complete flop. And where does the aim lie with Juntoli here? He employed Thiago Motta. Why does this guy get a free pass? Why does Juntoli get the free pass? He should be just as scrutinized as Thiago Motta should be. Fagioli played well, though, in this game. Cataldi played well. Goodmanson played well. Who else played well? Mondragora played well. Gossens played well. Dodo played well. He's got a lot of passion, Dodo, doesn't he? And, you know, they had some depth as well. They brought on Adli. They brought on Zaniolo, only with about 4 or 5 minutes to go as well. Fiorentina, they cruised through this game. Fiorentina made this game look like absolute cruise control, man. Palladino had a constant calm look on his face on the sideline when he wasn't acting up. Sometimes he likes to act up a little bit. But when he wasn't, he was cruising, bro. He was absolutely cruising. Anyway, we can take bets on when Thiago Motta is going to get the sack. My money's on like 4.5, 5 days from now, 6 days from now. I mean, if I was Juve, I'd announce it today. I would have announced it straight after the game, but we know that that's not how it works in football. If for whatever reason Thiago Motta keeps his job for another game, that game is Juventus fixtures. That game is at home to Genoa, then away to Roma, then at home to Lecce, then away to Parma, then at home to Monza, then away to Bologna. He's got an easy fixture list, bro. In the grand scheme of it, he's got the easiest fixture list going forward. He could easily win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bounce, 6 on the bounce here. But that's just my PTSD talking. He sucks. They should sack him now so that this new manager bounce for them enables them to win a lot of their games on the bounce. But yeah, poor things. Jokes, not poor things. Braz, the boys flew today. The boys decided to come and play today, eh? The boys rocked up as men today and went, oi, we have copped a lot of shit this season for not being good in big games. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and make Bergamo our bitch again and prove that we are Atalanta's bogey side, especially when it comes to their own home ground. We have a great record against Crapalanta, to be honest. Gus Perini hates us, and he's always talking crap like he did at the end of the full-time whistle for a good reason. He didn't even hug Inzaghi properly at the start of the game. I saw that. Lautaro was awesome tonight from the highlights I've seen. I'm going to watch more later. That flick on for Thuram that should have been a goal, that was spectacular. Thuram, oh, God, I know he regrets that miss. Gladly, we don't regret that miss. But that was an awful miss from Marcus Thuram, and he knew it as well. It hits the underside of the inside of his foot. It had to have been a little bit more north towards his navicular bone, if that makes sense to anyone. I think Pasalic had the header. Great save from Zoma, who's wasted no time getting reintegrated for Inter as well after coming in for Josep Martinez as well. There was a bit of a delay in the crowd. I think someone was having a medical episode. As soon as play resumed, Carlos Augusto, who's done a more than okay job filling in for Federico Di Marco, I dare say, unless Di Marco is 100% fit, Augusto is just going to start even ahead of him. Even ahead of him, man. What a hit from Augusto from the corner into 1-0. Ederson lost his temper at one point as well for like back-chatting the referee as well. I didn't think Massa had it in him to give a red card for dissent against us, but fair enough. Barella, Bisek's beautiful play to win the ball back in the build-up for that goal when they were down to 10 men as well. Like Lautaro was just about to lose it, but Bisek made sure he was right there in support. Barella off to Lautaro. Great work to finish it. When that goal goes in, everyone is basically of the thought, all right, now we've got to go and win this properly. Don't be stupid. Stay grounded. It should have been 3. Fratese's miss was absolutely horrendous. The Bastoni yellow card. If anyone is watching, can you give me a little bit of context around what happens here? I haven't looked it up. I heard because he got a red card in this match, it doesn't count towards the accumulation. I don't know if he knew that. Maybe that's why he was a little bit more aggressive. But if Alessandro Bastoni is to miss Serie A matches now, he will miss a home game against Udinese. That's the only game he will miss. So hopefully out in Atalanta, they call it absolutely my G. Big up the man. Look at him go. What a fine specimen. What an absolute turkey. What a wild one. Oh, my God. What a top G. Makes me so happy just seeing him. Those 3 points, but are fucking massive. Absolutely massive. When we go to the Classifica to have a look at how massive they are, because now we're really starting to venture into the butt crack of the season. Welcome. I'm keeping that comment up there, bro. Keeping it up there. It's going to be tough for any side to navigate through their goals from here on in. But basically, this is what we are looking at. Let's start from the bottom. Monza, Venezia, and Empoli make up relegation. But there's still a lot of teams flirting with a lot of danger out in here, boys. A lot of danger out here. Monza are pretty much relegation confirmed. Although, you know what? A couple of results go their way and don't go Parma or Lecce's way. They could still make a push for some final day digs. They haven't won a game in who knows how long, but let's have a look. When was the last time Monza won a football match? Oh, there you go. Fiorentina, 14th of January. Oh, and before that, it was Verona in October. Yeah, Monza's got 2 calendar wins in since October. Oh, mate, that is disgusting. That is absolutely repulsive, to be honest. Repulsive. Disgusting. Disgusting. Disgusting form. Relegation form. They need to go. They got to go. Venezia on 20 points. They also have to go. Empoli, Parma, Lecce, Cagliari. Currently in a bit of a slugfest for that last relegation spot. Trying to avoid it, I should say. Verona with those massive 3 points against Udinese. Like their biggest win of the season. That almost should see them safe. 7 points plus Empoli should see them safe. Because they're now level with Como. Verona could be as high as 13th this season. That would suck for me because I don't like them. Genoa, like I said before, to be able to bridge that gap between, you know, pre-relegation and relegation, if we know what I mean. They've done well, Genoa, this season. Torino and Udinese, right in the meat curve, right in the meaty curve. You know what it is. As expected. Halfway shifts for the whole season. They get 8 games off at the end of the season just for doing that. Milan are still crap. Could have been even worse, to be honest, had they not got the 3 points in either the Lecce or the Como matches. Fiorentina, but look at Roma. Look at Roma. They are only 2 points off Lazio, 3 off Juve, 4 off Bologna. Roma are incredibly close to a Champions League spot. No one would have picked that. In fact, if you were to look for a market for Roma to make the Champions League about 2.5 months ago, you would have had triple digits to 1, I reckon, paying, if there was a market for it. Roma, you know. I hope they make it, man. I like Roma. I like Roma. I don't care what anybody says. I like Roma over Lazio. Always have, always will. Always will. Oh, man. If Roma could get that 4th spot, that would be awesome. It's definitely not going to Milan. That's for sure. I don't think it's going to Fiorentina. I think it might go to Lazio. I know that they've had some bumpy results in Serie A recently, but they are doing well in Europe. They need to regain some Serie A form. Juve still with a good shot at it, but you know they could still very well reset. It's very funny watching their downfall at the moment, but they should be able to get that 4th spot. Your smart money is on Juve getting the 4th spot. My money is slightly outside Lazio. Bologna, as credible as it is, and as credible as their 12 points out of 12 recently are, I don't think they get it. I think they burn out. I think they miss out. It's time to go to some fixtures so we can see exactly what the next few match days look like. Because when we return from international break, and as an Inter fan, after getting that result today, I have never, ever in my life been happier to see an international break. This international break comes at the perfect time for Inter. Perfect time. Venezia play Bologna. Bologna could get some 3 points there. Como, Empoli. Empoli need to at least come out of Como with a point. At least. Juve need to beat Genoa or face the reality that they are actually in a dogfight for a Champions League spot if they are not already. Because another dropped game at home here, well, it would definitely spell the end of Motta if he's not sacked in the international break, which he should be. Lecce at home to Roma. Lecce needs something at home. Roma, 3 points here for them. They will definitely believe. They will definitely start to believe that Champions League is attainable. Cagliari and Monza. If Monza's ever going to get themselves back out of the relegation zone eventually by the last day of the season, now would be a great time to start. Go to Sardinia and pick apart a weak Cagliari. Fiorentina at home to Atalanta. Atalanta will look to revive their Scudetto bid. They won't believe that they're out of it yet at what, -6 to Inter. We'll go back to the table in a second. Fiorentina, on the other hand, are still looking for Champions League football and will believe it up until the maths says otherwise. For Inter, it's never been a better time to play Udinese. We need to win 4-0 at the San Siro. Udinese have nothing to play for. I'll take a win any point now. Napoli have Milan. I didn't realize that. Udinese, Inter, Napoli, Milan. If Milan can get something out of this game against Napoli, then Inter can start to look behind their shoulder. We're still looking next to our shoulder. 3 points is nothing. I would dare say even 4 points, 5 points, 6 points is nothing at this stage. But we can start to look behind us a little bit. Napoli need points against Milan. Milan will not do Inter any favors. Napoli will get 3 points here. I already hate Milan for how easily they are going to roll over and die in this fixture. Verona and Parma. My money's on Verona to get another 3 points there, to be honest. Parma are wank, and they're even worse away from home. Lazio at home to Torino. Put your money on a decently priced Lazio, probably at $1.70, $1.80 to get 3 points there against a lackluster Torino. Lazio coming back from the break are going to get 3 points there. I reckon you can almost sure thing. I'm going to give Bologna 3 points here. I'm going to give Juve 3 points here. These are sure things. Bologna 3 points. Juve 3 points. Inter 3 points. Napoli 3 points. Lazio 3 points. I reckon 5 out of those 10 games end in wins there. Milan's going to roll over and die like a pack of old dogs, bro. 100%. 100%. Let's go back to the table one last time to wrap up this title race and top 4 race. It's very, very heated, and it's going to stay heated. Lazio in 6th position on 51 points with a +9 goal difference. Juventus 5th. There won't be no 5th spot this season for Champions League, by the way. 52 points with a +17. Bologna, 53 points with a +15. Atalanta, 58 points with a +35. Napoli, 61 points +22. Inter, 64 +38. It's Inter, Napoli, Atalanta. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Why are we 12 points? Oh, that's right. They lost 2 games in a row. I was thinking, I thought we were only +9 to Juve. We're +12 to Juve again. Yeah, that was a nice title race while that lasted, mate. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I did not realize that at all. Anyway, it's between us and Napoli pretty much at this point. It's going to be big towards the end of the season. One game can change everything. I fully expect them to get 3 points against Milan, though. We will talk about that match day closer to it. It is international break. I haven't been happier to see the back end of Serie A and Inter fixtures for a while, but don't worry, you have not seen the end of me. I will check in very, very soon. All right.